This should be played at high volume.
Fucking Italian people.
Look how you've grown up.
Cool.
Docta Jones. You know that. He's crazy.
It's a pride thing.
Call him Docta Jones. Dog.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Docta Jones, no time for love.
You are listening to Polly on the Top.
So shut the fuck up, Papa.
With Polly Walnuts and Docta Jones.
Hey guys, it's your boy Paulie Walnuts,
Get the fuck out of here.
and I got the one and only Docta Jones.
Docta Jones.
That's right, we got Aaron Mullen here with us. Couldn't be more stoked to have the guy sit down because we got a very special surprise. How you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing good, man. How are you guys doing?
Hey, buddy.
Doing great, stoked. So, an awesome dude, Jake Schrickling, had reached out to me on Instagram, let me know that he'd been following the podcast, loved everything that was going on, and told me that he had, after your episode, some shelved photos from a gnarly session at Mike Peterson's pool. He was willing, they had never been published. Jake used to be the editor for FTK for the Crew magazine. Got these photos printed, got them authenticated by a gallery. We've got 5 of 5.
With certificates.
With certificates that we're going to be raffling off as a benefit for the GoFundMe for the one and only Docta Jones.
You call him Docta Jones.
You gotta hook up Docta Jones with the love.
Hey, everybody.
That's right, man. So the details of the raffle, everybody starting August 1st through September 15th, 2022, that donates $25, every $25 increment, you will go into a raffle to get one of these photos that will be drawn. We've got a photo of Aaron Mullen with a front side flip. We also have a photo with Mike Peterson, who will hopefully Dinger will be showing up here shortly.
He'll make an appearance.
He's on
hopefully.
Dinger time.
He's on Dinger time. That's right.
He's probably fucking ripping somewhere.
Yeah, I heard he's able to roll.
traffic.
So I heard he went out to Jack's Beach this morning. So good
Nice.
for him. Glad he's rolling again after that ACL
Yeah,
injury.
Hell yeah.
He's feeling better.
But yeah, so these photos are pretty rad. I think Mike was doing a hurricane. I believe.
Hurricane.
Yep, and then you were doing a frontside flip. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are super rad photos. Rather large, black and white, epic.
They look so good.
So good.
This is the first time I ever seen it, and I was blown away. Well, I did get to see it through like Jake's little viewfinder at the time.
Right at the time.
Years, many moons ago. But it was, yeah,
Four scores and 7 years
I'm like
ago.
really excited, and I wish he would have published that video, that photo in the damn magazine. But it's all good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
man.
they're here now. It makes it even more special.
Yeah, well, obviously, you and Mike will both be receiving one of the 5 each. I believe October 1st we'll do the drawing, and we'll be raffling off the first 2 of your photos, 2 of Mike's photos. So it'll be 4 drawings. So, like I said, every $25 that you donate, now you got to make sure on the GoFundMe you do not donate anonymous, because if we cannot see who your name is, we do not know who we will be entering in the drawing.
Yeah, putting on that ticket, man.
Now, however, if you do just want to be generous and have no interest in the drawing, Dr. Jones will graciously accept the money to put towards his surgery.
We'll send nipple pics.
But yeah, man, so I wanted to go ahead and have this opportunity before we do the signing and the autographing of these photos, for you to tell us a little bit about the time. What year was it? It was obviously, like we said, Mike's backyard pool.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure there was some
it's gonna
heavy
be hard
sessions going on.
for me to remember exactly what year it was, because all those times were going by so fast. But it was after I was done living with Tim in St. Augustine. I'd moved back up into Jacksonville to stay with George Evans.
Okay.
And he had remember that ramp that he had in Dodge City where only one side had a deck and the other side had no deck?
Dodge City, right there behind like Inksmith on Lake St. Paul. I spent too much time in that little trailer park.
Nothing to be proud of.
So we were skating that ramp a lot, and then we all ended up moving out of there. And I was like, man, I don't know. I don't really got a place to live. I don't know where I'm going to go, blah, blah, blah. Just at a session or something, whatever. And then Peterson was just like,
Couch surfing Mullen.
Yeah, pretty much. Couch surfing Mullen. A lot of couches got surfed those times. But
high tide, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, but Peterson was like, oh, my neighbor Brian, he was a really cool dude. He was a surfer, and he's like, he needed a roommate, and I was like, dude, I need a place to stay. So I started staying with Brian, and that's when I became Peterson's neighbor. And good Lord, that's when he was just going ham on on like the Rock Band, you know that, and he had it outside in his garage, so you could be the video game.
Oh,
so
shit.
I could be in my house next door in my room in my bed, and I would just hear like Smoke on the Water playing. You'd hear him beating those fake ass drums, just. And I was like, oh man, let's go see what he's doing.
That's great.
It was great. And Mike's such a nice dude. Me and him have the same size shoe, so he'd always be giving me like hand-me-down shoes all the time. I even think in the photo is a pair of shoes that fucking Mike gave me.
Hell yeah.
He's an awesome guy. But so when they first got the house, the pool was always full. It was always full of water.
Right.
Swam through it all summer. But then,
what side of town was this?
This is right in Jack's Beach.
Oh, sick.
Like right off of Penman.
Cool.
Like next to Ocean Oaks.
All right. Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of the road or whatever, but and so once they drained it though, Peterson was like, oh, I hope it's skatable, da-da-da. And then dude, he got it empty, and we were like, holy shit. Like the main wall was like, you know, it went to vert, but it was kind of mellow.
Right.
And then the two side walls were like gnarly, had like 1.5 foot of vert.
Wow.
And then the shallow end was skatable. You couldn't go over the stairs were in the corner, so you couldn't like, it's a 90-degree corner, so you couldn't
you couldn't carve over the stairs.
Yeah. But you can definitely rip like shallow end, side wall, deep in.
Yeah.
You know, if you're really gnarly, you'd do like the half pipe back and forth like on the gnarly walls.
Yeah.
But only like dudes like Joe Hio and shit would fuck around with stuff like that. Like
Wow.
And me.
Yeah.
And me.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of really gnarly sessions went down. I remember like some other photographers had come down, like Rhino and Fick, to get photos of like Mike and Berard.
Cool.
Dude, there's a photo of Berard somewhere out there of him doing like a frontside flip disaster at least like 3 feet above the coping. Like,
wow.
A huge one.
That's brutal.
And Peterson would destroy the pool.
Yeah.
I mean, just completely obliterate the pool. His daughter would come outside and be like, my dad is the best. like rub it in everyone's face like, no, we all know.
No arguments here. No arguments here, Hannah. No arguments.
Yeah.
But for me doing that, like, I'm sure Peterson could have done that hurricane like at any given moment, you know, like he probably destroyed the pool. But I had the battle to get that frontside flip. I'm talking like multiple different sessions.
How deep was it?
At least over 8.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It was right at 8, maybe.
Somebody just knock at the door.
I didn't hear anything.
Might have been my daughter's.
Let me check.
All right. Yeah. Keep going, Aaron.
Yeah, and so I knew that I wanted to do it because to do it, like there's the light in the middle of the wall, so you had to frontside flip like over the light too. So you had to carve from the right side.
Oh yeah.
Frontside flip over the light, and you're gonna make it like land kind of down in like the pocket, like kind of where it starts to kind of become a pocket. And I was putting them down, but just I would land in that and not be ready for like the little whoop of the pocket. It'd either zip me out, or I'd be leaning too far forward trying to overcompensate. And I think it was like the 6th or something session or whatever. George Evans was there. It was Peterson. It was getting later. And we were skating for a while. And then just like Jake just showed up. And dude, just like, I swear, like, I always got real lucky with Jake for some reason. Like, he went to set up to shoot the photo. I did it like second fucking try.
Wow.
But I had been trying that move for weeks, you know?
Yeah. That's crazy how that happens.
You know, it's just like the right time, the right energy, the right homies. And I was getting fed up, too, of just not fucking making it.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So it all worked out, and the photo is probably one of the best pictures of me doing a frontside flip.
Oh, the photo is fucking unreal.
It's so
beautiful.
Jake, props, bro. You captured that shit perfectly.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for this connection now that I've had with Jake. Stoked to have him as a supporter. Going to definitely be getting him on. I think we're going to do a Zoom call sometime in this next week because it feels like all the pieces just keep falling in line for like the chronological telling of this history, if you will. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So skating that pool was a big learning experience for me too, because there was other dudes, like Brett Turner and Buck, and they're like very pool savvy skaters. They've skated lots of pools, right? And I'm more of like a street skater guy, so it's like I'm always like doing a shitty wall ride in the shallow end, like pushing in the pool, right, stuff like that. Only trying to do ollie grab moves or fucking nose picks. Like I'm never just carving and grinding and it's like skating the pool. I'm in there to do a trick, right?
I feel you.
But they used to, man, when are we ever just gonna do a slash grind? What the fuck, you know, like all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
But that, you know, that kind of stuff makes you get better too.
Yep.
Oh, Docta Jones.
You all right?
Docta Jones is not feeling good, everybody.
He's had a rough go of it, so he's gonna pause for the cause and excuse himself. But now you did tell me that Peterson ended up getting the pool resurfaced at some point.
Yes.
So
After that,
how long were their sessions going down there?
At least 2-3 years, maybe.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Good little length of time.
A good little while. You know, they would fill it up, then they'd get drained again. Once they pebble teched it. They got the pebble tech surface and like real coping, because before the lip was just tile. It was just like a tile lip,
right?
You know. But once they got the coping and the resurface, it got a little tighter though too. You know, because it added like that little layer or whatever. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it just got like a little bit tighter, but it still skated really even like better. You know, you could get to the top easier and stuff like that. You could get grinds going better.
Sweet.
It was really good. Tim killed the pool too, of course.
Oh yeah.
You know, like so many people skated it. So many did. So
you think about any hammers come to mind when you think about these guys putting shit down?
Oh man, dude, so much stuff. Like I talked about Berard's frontside flip disaster.
Yeah.
Tim did like frontside airs through the corner from like one wall
to the other
into the steep gnarly wall.
Yeah, that sounds like a Tim trick for sure.
Really gnarly.
Fucking sick.
Joe Hio did all kind of stuff in it, dude. Like he could skate the side, like all the tight, really gnarly shit. Joe could cruise around in that like it was just
nothing.
Chill.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
so good.
He do so many moves. I've seen Joe do like backside tailslide shove-its on vert and shit, and it's just like
it's fucking crazy,
mind blowing.
Yeah. Well, man, that's fucking awesome. Definitely a little nugget, you know what I mean? In our skate history here. Just found this little golden nugget, and couldn't be more stoked.
I'm glad Daddy brought that up.
Yeah. So once again, for all of our listeners, just want to reiterate that from August 1st to September 15th will be the first round of drawings. We're going to draw 2 photos of each. We've got 4 of each that we'll be raffling off. Obviously, you and Mike will be getting one of the 5.
Such an honor.
Yeah, man, you gotta have that. Put that up on the wall. They do have a certificate of authenticity. They have been certified by a gallery, and these are the only 5 prints. These will not be reprinted. They will not be published in any shape or form. They will be autographed with the documentation of the autographing of them. So these photos are as legit as they come. If you are a fan of skateboarding, a fan of Florida skateboarding, just a fan of rad shit, and you want to help out a homie and a rad dad, definitely donate to the GoFundMe. You can go to the Instagram at PaulyOnThePod. The link is in the bio. Make sure that it's a $25 donation increments. Every time you donate $25, you'll go into the raffle for one drawing. So you donate 100, that's 4 times in the raffle. It's open from August 1st to September 15th, and the drawing will be on October 1st, 2022. So yeah, go ahead, make sure you are not anonymous with those donations once again, so we know who we will be entering in the drawing. But yeah, man, super stoked for you to be able to come by.
Oh yeah, man.
We'll
definitely.
Probably check in with Dinger here in a minute. We've had a pretty busy week here in Jacksonville.
Dude, Street League was awesome.
Street League was rad. It
was nice to see you there.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. And then we had Bo Crumb's
that was awesome
premiere of Reflections.
That was really cool.
Yeah, the Jamie Alcorn. All of
Bill
the
Danforth there?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
Man, I saw an older dude in a jean jacket that was chilling on the couch next to Marty, and I was like, dude, is that fucking Bill Danforth? I'm not sure. It looked a lot like him, though.
Oh, dude, I had no knowledge of that, nor did I see him. I was stoked Chris Markovich was out there with his art, and I had to get a photo with the dude. Super rad guy, man.
Brian Schaefer. I saw Brian Schaefer
Jeff
there.
Schaefer was out there.
Shout-outs to the skate park of Tampa. The place is legendary.
Oh, yeah, dude. And Schaefer was super rad. Obviously, he was on the list, but gave him his VIP wristband, and he still dropped a fat bill for the bands and for the park and everything.
Dude, he saw me at Street League and recognized me, and I hadn't seen him in forever, in years and years. This is a funny Tampa story, though. So me and Duddy, this has to do with Peterson, too. Peterson was supposed to take, what's the photographer's name? Something Ortiz. They call him Orgreezy.
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar.
I can't remember his first name or whatever, but he's like a staff photographer for like Trans World or Thrasher or something. He's a big time photographer.
Oh, cool.
And Mike couldn't drive him down to Tampa for some reason, so he was gonna have me and Duddy do it. So this was couch surfing days, so we didn't have a lot of money for like hotels or anything,
Yeah.
And so
Surf's up.
yeah, so we're taking Ortiz down to Tampa and we're having a good time, and then Ortiz is like, so where are you guys gonna be staying? And Duddy's just like, we're staying with you, man. We're with you. Wherever you go, we go. And then I was like, oh, that's the plan? And things kind of started to get a little bit awkward after that. Yeah. The whole rest of the car ride, you could tell Ortiz was like, fuck, man, they're dropping me off at Schaefer's house. Like, I don't know if Schaefer's going to be okay with this or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then we're sitting there at Schaefer's house, and I'm on the front porch, like on the stoop, like the little two-step or whatever outside. And I've been out there for like 2 hours. And Schaefer finally comes back, and he's like, man, do you guys have nowhere to go? And I'm like, man, dude, like, we're broke. We got no. And he's like, come inside. And he let us stay the night. And I was like, dude, it was rad.
Solid dude.
He's like, they're skaters, dude. We're skaters. They'll take care of us. And I'm like, man, this just feels so awkward, bro. Like,
no shame in Duddy's game, man.
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
shout out. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, that was a good one, dude. Schaefer and all those dudes were rad as fuck, man.
Yep, yeah, it was a fun weekend, super busy weekend. On that Friday night, started off with the best trick. It was kind of a bangers for bucks thing, brought to you by A-Shock Energy. That's a new energy drink. I get, they're sponsoring SLS, dude, and they were pushing the hell out of that shit.
Dude, it was A-Shock, G-Shock.
A-Shock, G-Shock, yeah, it was all the shocks, dude.
I'm surprised Dane Cook didn't come out like the shocker.
Right, for sure. But no, that was pretty gnarly contest too. Were you there Friday?
Yeah, I was there for the whole. Not Friday. No, I was only there for Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, well, yeah, Friday when they had that, the banks were really, really steep. Shout out to everybody that had any trick go down on that. But they had a car, an old Mercury Grand Marquis.
I saw photos of this, dude.
Yeah, so definitely became real popular to skate the little kicker to the trunk or the hood because they were a little bit more manageable. But the tall banks to go over the car were like
45 cuts,
bro. So steep. It was like one struggle to get speed. Two, when you had the speed, you went straight up. You know what I mean?
It took the car.
Yeah. You're like, woo, it was a struggle to clear the car. But a lot of people threw some shit down. There was a Backlip Schmidt. Had Big Indy, Big Mullen. I think he landed a kickflip eventually. There's somebody trying to tray flip. I'm not sure if that went down. Creighton Skates. Love that kid. He had a big frontside 180.
Hell yeah.
Which was rad. So
I love floaty frontside 180s.
Yeah, he stuck it a bunch of times and was like sliding out because the bank was so steep. He just wasn't making it all the way around. But he stuck with it, and he stuck it, and it was clean. It was rad. And you can check out all of that footage. Go to our guy at Able Skate Mag on the gram.
Awesome.
You can go to ableskatemag.com, and he has got the raw cut. He's got the edited version. He's got it all. It was up within a few hours.
Yeah.
That guy amazes me every time.
Speaking of Abel, I was sitting next to Nate like all weekend long at the Street League. He was like 2 seats down from me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's such a good dude. Glad to see he's walking around a lot better too. His leg was super fucked up. Yeah, him and my buddy Ryan Crawford, I believe, they were like back-to-back broken legs. Yeah.
It was weird.
Horrible.
Gnarly. But yeah, man. Any other little memories from around that time skating that pool? Any other sessions you can remember? Any other tricks you threw down?
We went on some skate trips besides just skating the pool around that time. Like
okay.
We were going to Gainesville a lot to go skate Phil Hajjal's new park when he had just opened that.
Right on.
We did a couple trips over there. We did. We would go up to Charleston to skate like the Hangar Bowl and all that stuff up there when they would do like the 4th of July's and all.
Have you been up there recently since they got that under the bridge spot?
No.
They've got a big DIY under a bridge up there.
Oh my god!
And it's literally, I think the hashtag is under the bridge spot. Something
really?
like that.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
Dude.
But they've got a rad crew of Charleston dudes that. They got some good.
Those Charleston dudes, dude. That was one of the coolest scenes I've ever seen when I first went up there. And you're like, you meet Hank, you see the hangar, you see the other little bowl, and then they're like, oh, let's go over to so and so's house. He's got a tree fort bowl.
Hell
you're
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
And then you go check that out, dude. I got the worst case of chiggers of my life at that tree fort bowl. Though.
Really?
Like I was skating the bowl.
I've never gotten them in my life.
Dude, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I had to get painted up with little splotches of like toenail polish to suffocate them or whatever underneath the skin. But yeah, man. So my board just flew out, shot over the rail, and I just jumped over the rail, hopped down in there to grab my board, and they were like, "Oh, dude, you fucked up." And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "You didn't see like they had like pool cues with hooks on them to like reach down and get your board out."
Because this is a
chiggers
problem.
were that bad.
Wow.
Yeah, so that trip kind of sucked because of that. But other than that, the skating was great.
Were y'all just in a van or what?
Yeah, we were in a van. I went with Kyle Frere one time and like his mom's RV and shit.
Hell yeah.
We did like some cool trips up there, some good times.
That's
yeah, but
what's
the
up.
pool, dude, the pool was like brought in a lot of people. Like you never knew who Peterson would have at his house either. Like you get off of work and he's like chilling in his driveway with Chad Barty and like Pat Duffy.
Wow.
You're like,
Fuck
whoa,
yeah. Hell
dude.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, like they're gonna go fuck around in the pool. Like it's like Roberto Alemán. You know,
Fuck yeah.
he's like. Whoever was coming through, they would always kind of stop by sometimes on their way to Tampa or from Tampa back to somewhere.
Hell
People
yeah.
would just hit Peterson up and come skate the pool.
Yeah,
Like,
chill with Mike, fucking skate
it was,
the pool.
it was
Hell
amazing.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Such a, like, I wish he was here because I'm sure.